Alright, a couple months ago I was asked to do a review on a SOG multi-tool. That would be really cool, so that's what I'm going to do. And frankly, I've been putting this off for a very long time, so I guess this is my late review. So alright, right off the bat, I thought this thing was amazing. I mean, the way these gears interlock is really cool, because you can just flick it open like that, and I think it's a very good feature. This thing is very tough. It's not that, it doesn't feel that great on the hands if you squeeze, but whatever, it's the price you pay, I guess. But it has the name SOG on it, so right off the bat you know it's going to be a good tool. Some of the tools we have on here are pretty basic, but very welcomed when you need them. Like right off the bat, we have a file. It's pretty strong, pretty durable, no bend or play in it, which is useful for, you can use it like a saw. That's how I've used it, but make sure you clean out the little pieces of wood out of there after you do it, or else it's gonna get all gummed up and gross. It also has a flathead screwdriver, and that comes in handy a lot because it also works as a prying tool. You can just pop that out and pry on stuff like that. Yeah, so it's pretty useful there. It also has a bottle opener built right into it, and that came in handy a lot when I went on my camping trip, when my friends brought those Mexican Coke bottles. You can get at 7-Eleven down in Tucson, and they're not like twist-offs. You have to use a bottle opener. Without this, we probably couldn't get into the bottles without jerry-rigging something, and that didn't sound too fun at the time. It also has a Phillips head screwdriver on it, which is differently colored than the rest of the metal. So I don't know if it's a different alloy or stronger or tempered or anything, but it's pretty nice to have. It's just like the flathead. It's very useful for screwing things in, making holes when you start drilling, stuff like that. On the other side we have the knife, which has serrations, very sharp, very nice knife. I haven't sharpened it at all since I got it, and it's still retaining the same sharpness as the day I got it, and that's amazing. Another thing, it has what I'm assuming is a can opener, but I'm not really sure. I haven't used it, but I don't know. It also has an awl attachment for leather, and I make leather sheaths for boot knives and stuff like that. This comes in handy. It's very sharp, kind of sharp on the edges, but that's not what its primary use for. It's mostly for digging into the leather. You just dig and gouge at the leather, and it'll put a hole in it, and you can lace it through with some sinew or anything like that. What else? It also has a ruler built into the handle, but it's not that practical because it goes 1, 2, 3, misses 4 and 5, and starts back at 6, 7, and then 8. So you just kind of have to eyeball it. Same thing with the centimeters. It goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Which, alright, whatever. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. So, I guess it's not that big of a deal. When I first got this, I was so excited about it that I took it out to the garage and I pounded a nail into a board, and I took this out and I pried it out, and I got really scared because I thought I bent it. If you look here, this is bent. And I was so scared. I thought I did that, but as it turns out, it's meant to do that because it fits along these tools right here. When you close it, it fits into there. And I was so scared. I was freaking out that I had broken it the first day I got it. But nope, it's just a very, very clever design from SOG. A few other things about this. It's got a few dents right here. I don't know what they're from. They could be stress from prying or digging or anything like that. I'm not really sure, but they're not that big of a deal. Kind of makes it look worn and used, which some people don't like. I like it because it gives it character, but some people don't like it. But you know, it's stainless steel. What are you gonna do? I mean, at least it doesn't rust. It also has a little lanyard attachment, which can be folded in easily. I wouldn't carry this on my keys. I carry a 50 caliber dud on my keys just so I can find them. But you could definitely carry this on your keys. I don't know how. It doesn't really retain that well. So I don't know how well it's going to do dangling at your side while you're driving. It has an inscription on the side, SOG, Specialty Knives and Tools. But I don't know how well it came. It's been worn for a while. You can barely read it unless you get the sun and get the light to glint off it just right, which I can't really show you. Another thing about the knife that I was kind of confused about is it's off center right here. It should be flush with these openings, but for some reason it's not, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if I did it, I don't know if that's how it came, or that's just that really sucks for you kind of thing when you get it, but I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. It looks a little crummy, but it's not that big of a deal at all. It still serves a function. Another feature on the SOG MultiTool has little wire clippers, and they're actually pretty strong. Most of the other multi-tools I've ever used are really crappy, really chintzy, and I don't like that. But these ones, they actually get the job done. This is I'm not even sure what gauge this is, but it's carbon steel for electric fences, and it just eats this shit up. It's amazing. All the other ones, it would just get all gnashed up and it would bend, but I don't know, these ones, they serve their purpose, and they even work on like little bobby pins and stuff that you might need to work on while you're out camping. I don't know, just a very useful feature on any multi-tool, and most of them really suck, but this one, it's very good. I highly recommend this. Overall, I give the SOG MultiTool a 9 out of 10. It doesn't get 10 out of 10 because, well, it could have more attachments, and I'm pretty sure there are ones with more. So, if you get one of those, that's awesome. Write a review on it, post it on YouTube. I'd like to see it. But I've seen this around for about 60 bucks. That's an awesome deal for these, because I've seen Gerbers go for like $109, and that's ridiculous. I mean, they don't have the name SOG behind them, Special Operations Group, and this thing is pretty much invaluable on any camp trip. So I would definitely recommend getting one.